Yeah. So I guess this is a situation of bad cops. You know, the first thing I want to pull up, this to give a context of what's happening with this one character. I guess Emanuel Jackson, that's his name. I want to share this. I want to share this article. I mean, official from the Justice Department itself, the release of what happened. And someone show this real quick. So here we have the charge. I want to give context what's happening here with this one particular guy who still hasn't been released from bail. See these three characters here: Emanuel Jackson, the District of Columbia. He was charged with pretty much, these two guys were charged with almost beating the shit out of a cop. Pretty much, these two people right here: Scott, Kevin. Remember this name, Scott. Remember Scott's name. And remember Emanuel's name, Scott. Both were pretty much charged with. Scott actually got charged with more serious charges, and Emanuel's been also charged from District of Columbia, and then Scott from New Jersey. Scott is white, and Emanuel is black. So if you guys can see these charges, these are the charges that they got from the state, from the Department of Justice, for going into the Capitol without permission and beating cops up, and maybe almost killing congressmen too if they had a chance. So these are the charges, as you see. Scott's got more serious charges, while Emanuel is pretty much got the same similar charges. One's black and one's white. So that's the context of what's happening here, and pretty much. And I want to give you even deeper into the white guy's story. Even he's out in bail right now. He's back out in the streets having a good time. He owns a gym, and he pretty much owns a gym in New Jersey. And he's back to running his gym. So this New Jersey gym owner punched and shoved a cop through an attack on the Capitol. He's a professional fighter who was arrested for allegedly shoving and punching a police officer. Four people tipped off FBI agents that Scott of Sussex was seen in video allegedly assaulting a police officer. So he was charged with certain acts of disorder, assaulting a federal officer, and he was released on bond, a $50,000 bond, and subject to home detention with electric monitoring. He's able to go to work, doctor's appointment, go to church, take a piss. He can travel, take a shit. He's able to do whatever he wants after almost beating up a cop. You see this?
Almost.
You see this, Evil Genius?
Almost. That's what he did.
He beat up a cop. Yeah. and he realized he was a professional fighter. He used to be an MMA fighter.
And you know that they're supposed to get
He's
heavier.
a human weapon.
Yeah, well, it depends on what municipality or what state you're in.
Yeah.
Whether or not you have to, register because being a professional fighter. But normally, regardless of whether you register or not, judges tend to be a little bit less lenient with people who are considered widely to be more capable of doing more damage. So, punching a cop as a professional fighter would be like, kicking a cop in the ribs a bunch of times, like if it was a regular guy.
Exactly. Like we talked about before, like the fight that happened, the UFC fight. Those punches that McGregor got, those are not normal punches to take out McGregor. Those are like UFC MMA killing a normal person punch.
Yep.
So
imagine if you got kicked in the calf muscle, son.
Yeah, I mean you're crazy. I mean, so, and this guy also, so that's the white guy who's out on bond. He's able to go to church. He's able to work. He's able to go to a doctor's appointment. He would do all kinds of things. Compared to this kid, the black kid, Emanuel, he's been denied bail, while pretty much others are free from doing even crazier charges to him. This black Capitol rioter has been denied bail. A 20-year-old was seen wielding a metal bat at the Capitol entrance. Remember this is the kid right here, Dr. Virginius, Emanuel Jackson, and he was spotted at the Capitol riots.
And it doesn't look like he's doing anything, particularly, destructive. I mean, you don't see him running out with Nancy Pelosi's laptop or anything like that.
Putting his feet on his construction boots on a table and but he actually was caught with him. He was seen wielding a metal bat. He was seen wielding a metal bat. So he was seen with it.
Okay.
And then now he faces assault on federal law enforcement officer with a dangerous weapon. And
when he probably never even came. And he wait, did they show him near an officer with the bat?
He used the metal bat to hit a row of police officers who were holding up plexiglass shields.
Oh well, fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving any sympathy. It's the fact that like he chose to be in this like delusion Trump. And the sad thing is he's reportedly homeless and suffers from mental health issues. So even more, this seems more like a mental health issue that's just like now it's become, you know, a federal issue now. Now this is the problem with like the Black community, like in a nutshell, in a sense of like mental illness becomes criminality, you know.
Yeah, but but like a dude will peacefully disperse his essence across, you know, downtown wherever, West Bumblefuck.
Yeah,
and everybody is looking to make excuses for him.
He was such a nice guy, even though he
was mentally disturbed.
Yeah, his ex-wife called the cops on multiple occasions about him building bombs, big bombs, not just like, you know, the fireworks, like big bombs to blow up buildings, you know. And the cops like, you know, he's all right guy. But Emanuel here, he's reportedly homeless and suffers from mental health issues. And people, if you've been down to DC, there's a lot of people with mental health issues and homeless in DC. So
oh yeah, there's also a lot of them inside Congress. But anyway,
exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's like
but you know, it's really crazy because like, you know, I was on social media earlier today and, you know, discussing it with different people, mostly, you know, Black people, about this guy, showing up there, MAGA-ing it up.
Well, Scott, a fucking former professional MMA fighter, is like out back getting pizza and getting his, you know, running his gym again. Yeah, but like, you know, the consensus, and we kind of have to talk about this. The consensus is that normally, you know, when the Black man is treated unfairly by the law, you know, we kind of rally. But if you're riding for, you know, Confederate flag waving Trumpers, like they were about to fucking trade this guy in the racial draft for like literally anybody. They would have traded. They let a woman run in and get shot in the neck. So what do you think is going to happen to a Black man in that crowd? So
well, I mean, you know, thank goodness he's kind of like the pictures that we saw. You know, he wasn't like at the front lines like that. But
but you said that he was swinging.
Well, a lot of Black people don't feel nothing from him.
But that's the front line.
No, but
yeah.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is the point that I'm making is that the consensus among Black people is fuck him. Like we don't give a fuck what happens to him, because as far as Black people are concerned, he's a race traitor anyway.
Yeah. Or I'm saying that. Look at the example. All I'm saying is look at the example. Look at this example. Literally, Scott is out free.
If you're running out there screaming MAGA, and that happens to you, that should be enough for you to understand why you should have been out there screaming MAGA in the first place. Because again, when they talk about make America great again, then you have to ask, A, when was America ever great? And B, when was America ever great for people that look like you?
Exactly. He thinks he's like that Black guy in WandaVision. That's what he think he is. You know. So
you know, remember when WandaVision was set?
1950. The first two episodes, 1950s.
Jim Crow era.
So Facebook is kind of chiming in. Richard is like, keep his dumb ass locked up. You're gonna learn today that fat meat is greasy. Whoa. Hey, Richard's getting specific. The hell is they're power to the positive people. Exactly. Positive to the positive people. You know, if you want to run with the negative crowd that's gonna hanging out nooses everywhere, then that's on you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you're just making it easier for them to find a target to put the noose on.
Yeah. So that's bad cops, you know. So I guess you know, follow Black Power Magic Hour on Twitter and Facebook and on Twitch. We're up on there, and then on YouTube on act.tv. We have over 46,000 subscribers. We're about to get up to 47,000. So hopefully, the pandemic will be in the YouTube studio, and then follow Dr. Genius. He's live on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube.